Hello guys and welcome to Football Manager 2015, and this is my Miami challenge. Now first and foremost, if you do not know what this challenge is about, I'm not going to explain it. I really recommend going watching the first episode where I explain this mod. It's one of the sickest mods I've seen out there. So much detail, so go and watch that first episode if you don't know what this is about, or just watch it from here, and I'm sure you'll work it out as we go along. That's what I'm doing myself anyway, working it out as I go along. But this episode, I am going to show you the transfers I have made for the upcoming season. As you know, we were given a random regen squad, which of course wasn't very good, because Miami is actually a made-up club. It's the fantasy squad made that David Beckham's planning on creating, but of course it's got no players yet, so all the players I had were made up fake regens who most of them weren't very good. But let me show you the squad. Instead of showing you all the transfers, because I had to make so many changes, there's no point in me showing you the transfers. I'm going to show you the team in depth. So first of all, I'll show you the goalkeepers. Start off with the boy, and this is the backup. This is the regen we first had. Peter Serrano. Keep your eye on this guy. He's probably going to be our backup goalkeeper. So if our first choice goalkeeper gets injured, we're going to have to rely on these guys, the young Americans. Peter Serrano there. Then we got Michael Ibrahim, who looks like a very decent 16-year-old. Now, before I go on and explain, I raised a lot of money just by selling regens. I don't want to spoil it here. By showing you the transfers I've made, because there has been some whoppers, but I made a lot of money just by selling regens to the top tier American clubs. Of course, they're desperately looking for young American talent, and now there's so many squads in the lower leagues, they can just raid them for regens, young players for their youth academies, and I made a lot of money out of that. I don't know if it was a bit of a glitch or what, but it worked well. I used it to my advantage, so I've got a lot of working capital at the moment. So those are the first two backup goalkeepers, and this is the guy I signed. I bought him for 10.5k, which really is a decent deal if you look at his attributes. 10.5k, he's going to be our starting goalkeeper. He's Canadian. I'm only allowed 10 foreigners in a squad of 25, so he's going to be one of the foreigners, but he's my first choice goalkeeper, 25 years of age. I'm a bit worried about his height. He's only 5'11", but I'm hoping that won't be too much of a problem. I've had a look, a lot of the strikers on opposition teams are very short. There's quite a few Mexicans who are naturally very short, and the American strikers tend to be quite short as well. So hopefully he won't be overwhelmed in the box. But I have got some tank centre backs who will hopefully carry him when we're defending crosses. But I'm sure he'll do it right. He's got 11 jumping. He's command of area is 11, so he's not too bad, to be honest, but hopefully we won't see that as a flaw. He's our first choice goalkeeper. Now, if you didn't know the tactic we're going for, it was that tactic I uploaded recently that I thought was amazing. It was the 2-2-3-3. Again, I'll put a link to that in the description as well, because you've got to check out that tactic. It's phenomenal. So I've built the players around that tactic, because I'm hoping to build my team around that tactic. And our backup right wing back, equivalent of Danny Alves, you may say. At the moment, we've got this 16-year-old American, Chad Roberts, who isn't looking too bad for a 16-year-old, to be honest. He's got very good potential. He says he's got potential to be a 5-star player, so worth keeping a hold of. If he doesn't develop, then we'll probably be able to sell him to a top American club and make some money. But I want to get promoted straight away into the MLS, so hopefully he'll help us do that by being back up to our main right wing back, Ricardo Martinez, another foreigner. He's Mexican, this lad. I signed this guy on a free, I believe. He was a free agent on 1.5k, an absolute sweet deal, if I don't say so myself. Look at his attributes, very nice. He's good on the ball as well, very technical. Look at his technical attributes there. Good tackling, good passing. What more can you ask? That's all I asked for, to be honest. Lacking a bit of stamina, but I'm sure because he's young, physical attributes shoot up when they're young, so hopefully that will improve. Decent pace as well. Solid. No real weaknesses there. And then we've got our wing back left. So now I made a bit of a cock up here. First of all, I signed this guy, Ricardo Israel Pena, another Mexican, to be our left wing back. I got this guy on a free transfer as well. He was supposed to be my left wing back. And then I signed this guy here, Ben Sweat, who plays for Columbus, as he's a youngster from Columbus. I signed him on loan to be our backup left back. And then I went out and signed this guy before I signed my right back, thinking this guy was a right back. Just a silly mistake. turns out he's a phenomenal player. He looks like an absolute beast. So I'm glad I signed him. But I've ended up with 2 first-team left backs. So there's going to be a bit of competition there. Hopefully we won't have any squad dramas, any chemistry problems or morale problems there, because one of these two is going to have to sit on the bench, I'm afraid. And Ben Sweat, poor lad, he's got 2 phenomenal left backs in front of him. But we'll see if we can make it work. And our centre backs, we kept all of the ones that were in the club, that came with the club, because they look very good indeed. Starting from the bottom, actually, we've got Hector Pelez. He's a 17-year-old, and he looks very decent as well for a 17-year-old. 20 bravery, 17 teamwork, 15 work rate. Great, very great. He looks like a bit of a workhorse. Natural fitness is very high. He looks like he's just going to be an absolute workhorse, a reliable man at the back. 17 years of age. Again, if he doesn't develop, I'm sure we'll make a bit of profit off him by selling him to a big club. He looks decent. And then we've got this guy who also was at the club, Daniel Orduna. Very tall centre-back, very good in the air, as you can see there from the little graph. Lacking tackling. So that's why he's not a first choice, but his physical attributes look very tasty indeed. 16 natural fitness, high jump in there, good balance. Pace isn't that bad considering his height. Yeah, and the stamina's not bad considering his position. So he looks like an alright backup who can definitely come in. I won't be upset if he does a job. We signed this guy as well, I believe, from Toronto. No, free transfer. He hasn't played in 5 years, so I don't know why he's still in the game. But he's 23 years of age and he looks very good as well. I don't know why he's been a free agent for 5 years. He's a Gambia under 20 international. I'm sure he's got to get a call up for Gambia. Look at those attributes. He's phenomenal. A few good games for us. Hopefully Gambia will call him up. He's sort of going to be our backup as well. Maybe he can push for the first team. There's a lot of competition for these centre-back places. I'm hoping they've relished under that competition and some stars emerged there. And we've got Nick Hodges here as well, who was already at the club. 6'4", an absolute beast. Those physical attributes again, very good. Lacking a bit of pace there. 8 acceleration's not good enough, I don't think, but he's a first choice centre back. He's going to be the one that probably sits back the most. He's going to be the cover defender, if that makes sense, instead of the ball playing defender. And our ball playing defender will probably be this lad here. Oh, I don't know actually. We'll work it out. I'm sure we'll work it out. I think he'll be the ball playing defender because he's got very good passing, you know. He's got very good passing. We'll work it out, guys. I've got no idea what I'm going to do with these centre-backs because he looks quite competitive at centre-back. And then we've got this guy as well who's got a phenomenally sick name. Jean Max Borno. What a sick name. 6'0", 25 years of age. Decent mental attributes as well. 15 tackling, considering he's a useless regen, or supposed to be a useless regen. Not bad at all. He's probably going to be our first choice boy. He's the highest rated according to our assistant manager. Let's see what the other coaches say. Yeah, they pretty much all rate him as the best. Yeah, they all rate him as the best, so he's definitely our first choice. Hopefully he'll get us promoted into the MLS. I'm relying on those boys to do a job. Now, our 3 central midfielders. First of all, I'll show you this guy, just a 16-year-old. He's got decent attributes and he's growing quite quickly. They seem to be growing quite quickly. High determination as well. Always very important when you're looking at regens, because high determination means they're going to grow quickly. They're going to work hard in training, and he might do a job. I'm not too sure what I've got planned for him yet, but I'm sure we can squeeze in him somewhere. Now we've got this guy, Michael Sawyer, a very attacking, technical little guy. 13 technique there. Good at free kicks, good first touch. Passing could do a bit of work, but I'm sure he'll get there. Decent pace as well. He could do a job. He's 21 years of age, so he's not going to grow a lot. He's got high potential though, so maybe he will. There's no harm having him in the squad, so hopefully he can impress. Now we've got this guy, Fernando Cabrera. We signed this guy up on a free transfer, abusing the free agent market here. £600 a week, bargain, if I don't say so myself. He looks like he could develop into a potentially championship player. Very good signing there. Decent stamina as well. You know, in this tactic, if you go and have a look at the previous video, you need good stamina in the midfielders. I'll show you the tactic in a minute. Very good mental attributes as well. Good passing as well. I love passing on a defender. It's got to have it, and you've got to have decent tackling. 9 is not too bad, and it's bound to grow because he's only 20 years of age. A lovely signing. I'm glad I bought that lad. Then we've got this guy, David Wilson. Was he already at the club? No, we signed this lad. He's supposed to be our outlet. He's supposed to be our sort of attacking option. If we lose him, we bring him on and stick him in midfield. To be honest, he'll probably do a job anyway because he's got 9 tackling, so he can probably play anyway. He's not that bad at defending, but he's supposed to give us a good creative option. If we lose in the game, we'll bring on Davy Wilson to get us a goal. Good leadership as well. Maybe he could be a captain. I don't know. I think I know who the captain's going to be though, boys. Kevin Burns, we signed this lad as well. He's our opposite of the guy I just showed you. He's our defensive outlet. If we're winning a game, want to close the game out, we're going to bring this guy and put him on in midfield to close the game out. He's still good on the ball. 11 passings, not bad. 10 techniques, good enough to be in midfield at this level. Decent physical attributes, high stamina, which I need in this tactic, and good work rate as well, and good teamwork, good positioning, good aggression and bravery, what you really need in the defensive midfielder. Very decent player there. And now our 2 favourite centre midfielders. These guys are absolute beasts. Christian Sanchez Prete. I don't know how you pronounce this. If you know anything about this lad, let me know, because he looks phenomenal. We got him on a free transfer. He's a free agent for some reason. He's a centre mid. Technical attributes are phenomenal. His lowest technical attribute is a 9. For someone at this level, that's outrageous. He said he could do a job in the MLS, so decent signing. I'm sure he'll help us get promoted. We've got to go up this year, lads. Seriously, with this team, we've got to go up, and there's still more to come. I'll tell you that, lads. 14 long shots. This guy's just an all-round brick shithouse, isn't he? He's going to run riot. He's my Argentinian Kevin Noble. You know I love Mark Noble. You know I love Mark Noble, and this is the Argentinian version. He ain't far off Mark Noble, I'll tell you that. He looks like a very decent player. Hopefully he plays well in the game. And this is the Miami main man. He was the one decent regen I got from the random squad. Tom Talavera, born and raised in North Miami, Florida. And again, he looks like a very well-rounded midfielder. I don't know why he's only got 5 heading, considering he's 6'4". Surely he's learned how to head a ball at that height. You would have just stuck him up for every corner when he was younger. 28 years of age though, so he's a bit of an oldie. He's going to be our Steven Gerrard, I think. I'm going to play him the deepest in that midfield role. Hopefully his tackling will go up a bit, but yeah. Hopefully he'll do a job for us. He might be our captain as well, because he's Miami born and raised. Does he support the club? Please say he supports the club. Yes, he supports the club as well. So it's his boyhood club, really, even though he hasn't played for us ever before at 28 years of age. But yeah, glad I've got him on board. He's going to be our main man because he is the club, basically. He is Miami born and raised. He's the best Miami player that we've got, the best player that's come through the original regens. And now we're on to the strikers, and you've probably seen a big name there at the top. I'll get to him in a minute. I'll show you the youngsters we got first. Will Tran, a regen that came through the club, doesn't look very good at all, but I'm playing 3 strikers, so I need some backup. Might get another one. I'll keep my eye out in the market for another one. Another one we got here as well, Luis Perez, another pretty shit striker, but we need our backup here. I really do actually probably need another striker. We'll see how it goes. Sergio Rodriguez, a 19-year-old, looks very decent indeed. He might not develop, you know, but he might do. He's only got 1 strength, so he's a bit of a pussy. But hopefully he'll do all right. He's got decent technical attributes and he's got decent pace. And heading, 13 heading for someone that's 5'7". Hopefully we'll see that in game. He's a backup. Hopefully he'll grow as well. Potential for the future. We signed this guy as well for 5k from Santa Ana. Now Orange County Patadores. No idea about that. Technical attributes aren't great, to be honest. He can only really finish and head the ball. He's not good at passing. He's not good at dribbling, really. His first touch could do a bit of work, but he'll do a job. His finishing's high, and I think finishing's OP on Football Manager, so hopefully we'll see that. Physical attributes are very good as well, and those mental attributes are very good as well. Hopefully he'll do well. I don't know how these guys are going to play, but hopefully he'll do well. We need a lot of options up front because we're playing 3 deep lying forwards. That's what the tactic is. We signed this guy as well, Scott Linden. I love the look at this guy. 11 passing, deep line forwards, you need good passing. His first touch could do a bit of work, but he's got great finishing and dribbling to balance that out. Mental attributes, very good. High determination is OP. I've said that already. And those physical attributes as well, very good. 15 strength, and he's 6'8". I didn't even notice he's 6'8". They are going to have trouble tackling this guy at 6'8". He could be our Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He's even bigger than Zlatan. Wow, 6'8". I didn't even notice. This guy's going to be an absolute brick shithouse. And we picked him up for only 13k. What a deal. Solid deal there. Daniel Grando, our last striker. Or second to last striker. He's got pace, he can finish, first touch, dribbling, good technique, solid striker. He's Brazilian as well, so he knows he's going to do a job. We got him on a free transfer and he's worth 650k, which at this level is good money. And then last, but definitely not least, big risk here, which is why I'm thinking about signing another striker as backup. Adriano, a Brazilian international, 27 goals for the Brazilian international team. Wow, well, you might be saying, why are you worried about this transfer? He looks phenomenal. 6.75k a week is a lot of money at this level. He was a free agent, but we signed him. Good at penalties, good at free kicks, good at heading. His technicals are out of this world. Good in the air, very strong, but his natural fitness is 1. He's injury prone, so this if he stays fit, he's going to be sick. If he doesn't stay fit, we're fucked. We're paying £7 a week on someone that's going to be in the injury room. I do not want that. We've only got him for 1 year. Hopefully, if he stays fit, I'm going to have to be very careful with him. Not playing him if he's not match fit. Not playing him if he's not in good condition. But if we can manage his fitness well, my God, we've got a serious good team for this competition. This is the competition here. We've got to win the Eastern Conference. These are the competitions we've got. We're predicted, for some reason, to finish last in this league. 19th for some reason overall, but I think we can go up. I think we could quite comfortably go up if the boys perform well. That's all I've got to say, really. I think we've got a good squad there. Next episode, guys, I'm going to play the first 2 games live, or maybe 1 game live. We'll see how it goes. No, I'm going to play San Antonio live. I'm going to play reserves here, so it's no point watching at all, really. But we'll play San Antonio live. So I'll give that one as a live episode. I'll show you the entire game, and then we're going to go through this until we get to important games. But I'm blabbering on now. If you like the episode, give it a thumbs up and a like, and we'll get on and play San Antonio for the first game of the MLS National League. Let's see who their best player is. Ryan Miller, who's a real player. He could be No, he's not good enough. He's not good enough. What about this guy? Yeah, they got no chance against us. But yeah, tune in, guys. Give it a like and a comment if you enjoyed the video. And subscribe. I will see you later. Leave any predictions in the comment as well. And also, any good Americans you think I could sign. There's quite a lot. Pretty much all the Americans that aren't international level I can sign. So let me know if you've got any suggestions. If you know anything about Cubs in America, let me know. And I will see you later. Goodbye, boys.